The mother-in-law suspected her daughter-in-law of cheating on her son. So she secretly swapped the lubricant in the bedside drawer with industrial-strength glue. Then she deliberately told her daughter-in-law she was heading out for errands, giving her a chance to meet her supposed lover. But what she didn't know was that her every move was completely seen through by the daughter-in-law and would end up hurting her precious son instead. Because her son was actually the one having an affair, and the daughter-in-law was deliberately using the mother-in-law to make her cheating husband pay a terrible price. It turns out the daughter-in-law has been reborn. In her previous life, she accidentally caught her singer husband cheating with her best friend. Enraged, she had planned to expose the two of them, but the pair knocked her out and even took photos, framing her for adultery instead. Afterwards, she repeatedly told her mother-in-law about her husband's cruelty, but the mother-in-law firmly sided with her son, believing the woman had betrayed him. She even heartlessly kicked her out of the house. Soon after, the woman was ambushed by reporters everywhere and viciously cyberbullied. She developed severe depression. Carrying humiliation and despair, she eventually took her own life. But in the next second, she found herself reborn 3 days before catching her husband and friend in the act. This time, she vowed never to repeat her past mistakes. She would not only ruin the cheating pair's reputation, but also make them pay dearly. So she intentionally took out a bottle of lubricant and a tube of glue, putting on a deliberately suspicious act. As expected, once the mother-in-law noticed her odd behavior, she immediately recalled what her son had told her earlier. Before leaving on a business trip, he had asked her to keep an eye on his wife, so the mother-in-law instinctively assumed the woman planned to meet another man while her husband was away. She secretly mixed the industrial glue into the lubricant. Then she told the woman that she had bank errands today and would be back very late. She thought that if the woman really dared betray her son, getting stuck by the glue would simply be what she deserved. But the mother-in-law never imagined that her son's so-called business trip was actually an excuse to sneak home to see his lover. Before long, the cheating husband returned home with the best friend, and the entire scene was clearly captured by the woman through a hidden camera. As expected, in the heat of the moment, the man habitually reached into the bedside drawer for the lubricant. Within seconds, the two of them were glued tightly together. Panicked at the thought of being caught by his wife, the man immediately called her. He lied, saying a burglar had broken in and the house wasn't safe, begging her not to return. The woman pretended to agree. She then called her mother-in-law right afterward, telling the elderly woman not to come home just yet, and even asking if she had touched anything in the bedside drawer. Hearing this, the mother-in-law flew into a rage. Thinking the woman really dared bring someone home, she abandoned her errands and rushed straight back to the house. Sure enough, she saw clothes scattered everywhere. The sight nearly made her explode. And just then, the sounds of her son and the best friend drifted down from upstairs. The mother-in-law was about to storm in and catch them, but then she paused. This was the perfect chance to kick the daughter-in-law out with nothing.